Good evening, Rockets fans. Good evening, Rockets fans. We're back. Today we're going to be talking about last night's game, Rockets versus the Spurs. I'm just going to get it out of the way. Player of the game in the game ball goes to Alfred Sengun. 45 points, man, in a huge game. Nice double-double. I think you had more than 15 rebounds as well. And a high number on your steals. I think you finished with about 6 steals. So, player of the game ball goes to Alfred Sengun. Just had to get that out of the way. I want to speak on Alfred Sengun real quick. Man, I think there's some hidden beef right there, man, because first you missed that game when I came to the game in Atlanta, and then it seemed like I fell asleep at halftime last game, and then you wanted to turn it on in the third quarter, man. So whatever it is, bro, let's cook the beef up, man, because it's no beef over here, bro. I want to see the best from you, man, and I just saw one of the best games the best game that you've ever had. I witnessed it just now watching the replay, man. So kudos to Alfred Sengun, man. Keep up the good work. Definitely seeing some improvement on the three-pointer. Definitely seeing some improvement in limiting the shot blocking abilities of the opposite team. So kudos to you, man. That was definitely a special game from you. Rockets, I have been seeing a great improvement from the last video that I did on us saying and my challenging of we need to get better on our lobs. I think that we did a great job on the fast break this game. I think we did a great job on the fast break. But another challenge that I do have to say is that the Spurs aren't a bad team. Their record says they are, but they aren't a bad team. They're an up and coming rising team. They got a future superstar in Wembanyama. But I want to see us do it against, for example, a great team like the Clippers. We play these guys tonight. I can't wait to get and turn that game on because the Clippers are my favorites to win it all this year. Man, them dudes look scary. They finally put it together. I've been screaming at the top of my lungs that Russell Westbrook should have moved to Sixth Man of the Year some time ago, but we're not going to get into that. Russ, I'm a huge fan, man. I'm a huge fan of your game, man. Now that you moved to the Sixth Man, and even before, man, your fiery passion was unmatched, man. So you got the triple-double, you got the MVP. I just want to see you add that Sixth Man of the Year, man, and I already think it's sewn up. I mean, through the half of the season that we've seen so far, I think you've sewn that award up, man, because there's nobody that should deserve more credit for the Clippers' success than you, man. Even though you're coming off the bench, even though you're Sixth Man of the Year, I think that the Clippers would have a substantially worse record and they would not have been able to turn it around in the 10 games that they did without you having to swallow that pill and going to the bench, man. Honestly, I didn't see it working out for the Clippers, but hey, man, y'all proving me wrong and proving me right at the same time is weird. But definitely I want to say that I never hated on you, man, Russell Westbrook. Beautiful family, man, beautiful game, and you definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer, man, top 75, and it's well deserved, bro. So keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing, and I'm excited to see you get that Sixth Man of the Year award this year for sure. And I said that I was gonna be watching the Clippers this year, so that's why I'm super excited to watch this game. I think this is the first matchup, Rockets versus the Clippers this year. So super excited to turn off this game right after this video, man. What else? We did good on the fast break. We did good with our lobs. I think that we got to stay more consistent, and I think that we got to start playing up to our talent versus playing not to get beat against some of these worser teams in the NBA. I think that's been our mindset this year, playing to not get beat, and we need to have a fire under our belly and playing up against some of these other guys. I know that we had fire against certain teams like the Nuggets. We got to fire against. We got to win against them. We got to fire against teams like the Pelicans, but they're divisional rivals. And we should have fire against all of our divisional rivals. But I think that we got to do better playing teams like the Timberwolves, for example, playing teams like Oklahoma City. Even though that game was nationally televised and is well deserved, shout out to Jabari. That's gonna be one for the ages, one to watch, man. I'm excited to see that chip on your shoulder, and I said it in a previous video, man. That chip on your shoulder looks pretty big. Chet Holmgren just seemed like he got the better of both you and the team for the past couple of games. But it's all good, man. It's water under the bridge, and I'm glad that we selected you, and I'm glad that you fell to us. Cause we got to keep that fire, man. You remind me of I haven't seen this player play, but Jabari kind of seems like a young Kevin Durant with a 3-pointer. So talk that stuff, man. Back it up, play good defense, and rebound that ball, man, and run the floor, man. You're a unicorn out there, man, and we need that. We need that. We're a smaller team and not as athletic when you're not on the floor. So we definitely need you, and I'm happy and I don't regret. I did say I want to come clean. I did say that I was excited to get Paolo back then, but man, you got the prettiest little turnaround jumper. And your game is blossoming. How do I say it? Blossoming. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Blossoming into a good game, and your shot selection has been superb, man, this entire year. So, shout out to Jabari, man. I'm excited to see that rivalry between the Oklahoma City Thunder and us. I think that we're the two best young teams. They got a little bit of a gap in between us, but once some of our players like Alfred Sengun get into that All-Star game and Jalen Green get into that All-Star game, I think that we can definitely close that gap. So, game tonight against the Clippers. I can't wait to see what we do against some of the better teams, guys. We got to play with that fire, play with that edge, and see what we can do and see how we put up against some of these better teams, y'all. Peace.